mind. This is Church Girl. I'm back again today in the kitchen. Thanking the Lord for another day. And this evening, I'm going to be making some beef liver smothered in red and white onions and gravy. Beef liver smothered in onion gravy, as well as I'm going to be making some rice and some string beans to go on the side of that liver. And I will be delivering it to a friend of mine that I've been promising to make it for her. We're just like sisters, so I'm going to be making this liver smothered in gravy and onions for a special Christian sister of mine. And I always thank God for my extended family. So I'm going to get started with making beef liver smothered in onion and gravy, along with some white rice and some dinner rolls. I have them rising already. My dinner rolls is rising. All homemade, Southern style. That being said, I'm going to get started. To prepare my liver, I always get a nice dry paper towel here. After I wash my liver and rinse it really well, I go in and I pat this liver dry to get all the excess water off. Because you want your flour and your seasoning to be able to stick to the beef and not just run off in the water. So I get me nice damp wet, dry paper towel, and then I go over the beef just like so, and I make sure I get all the excess water off of this beef, off of this liver. That's how I do it. Now see how nice and dry that is? It's not flowing in water. Now I'm going to go ahead and season this with a little black pepper. Go in and put in some black pepper. And I'm going to put in some onion powder, just like so, all over this liver here. Then I'm going to add some Tony's original seasoning. This is where I'm getting my salt from. I will not be adding any more extra salt. Go in and put in my Tony's original seasoning. And now I'm going to put in a little bit of my mixed seasoning that I like to use in all of my meats to give the meat a real good flavor. This is called Spectacular, which is nothing but another dry seasoning mix that I put together. Now I'm going to mix all this up together, just like so. And then I'm going to put flour and get it over in the hot skillet. Okay, now I have all my seasoning on my liver here. And I'm just making sure I flip it around, making sure all the flour is lightly covering the liver. And some people put theirs in a bag. I didn't put mine in a bag. I just put mine in my bowl here. And I make sure that the flour is lightly covering all of my liver. Just like so. You put your seasoning on it, then lightly flour it. I'm going to go ahead now and start frying up this liver. And then I'm going to put a nice gravy to it. Okay, now I'm back. Test my oil here. I'm going to go ahead now and get all of this liver, nice liver, over in this hot oil, just like so. Just making sure that you have enough flour on each piece. It does not have to be drowning in a lot of flour, but just enough to coat it. Because I'm going to come back and make gravy. Just like so. Just layer each piece real easy down over in the hot oil. Take your time because you don't want to get burned and you don't want to be popping hot oil everywhere. I'm going to let that cook, and I'll be back shortly. Okay, now I'm checking my liver. See if it's ready to be turned. Nice, slightly brown. You don't want to overcook your liver. You want to get nice and brown on one side. Then you come back and turn it, just like so. This is my first batch. I have another batch to cook up. And then I'm going to be making some nice gravy. See how nice that liver looks? You don't want to burn it. So keep an eye on your liver because you don't want to burn it. I'm going to be taking this batch out in a few minutes, and I'll be cooking my next batch. Okay, now my first batch of onion liver is ready. I'm going to take it out and put it in this platter and put it in my second batch. And once my second batch is ready, I'm going to go in and make my nice onion gravy. That's my first batch. Now I'm going to go ahead and put in my second batch here. That's what the first batch looked like. It came out really good. I'm going to go ahead and get my second batch in, and I'll be back. Over here I have my rice cooking and my string beans. Okay, now I'm browning my onion and my flour, get ready to make my gravy. I'm going to nestle this liver right down over in the gravy. Sauteing up my onion, lots and lots of onion, along with about 2 tablespoons of flour. And I think I put just a little bit more flour in there. I'm eyeballing this because I know how much gravy I want. Add a little bit more flour to it because I want to make sure that my liver have nice gravy. My liver came out really good, so I'm getting ready now to go ahead and start putting in the liver. This is what my sauteed onions look like. Getting my gravy together, I put in about 3 tablespoons of flour. And my oil that I cooked the liver in, I drained that oil. I strained it a little bit because I'm cooking it in a different container here, pot, a different, my Dutch oven. So now I'm going to get ready to go in and add my water over to my sauteed onion. And once this comes to a nice boil, I'm going to nestle those liver right down inside this gravy. I'm just going in now and nestling my liver right down inside the gravy. Have lots of liver. I want to make sure have plenty of gravy so that it can really smother down in it. So once you fry up your liver, make your gravy. Make sure you have enough gravy to cover all your liver. Turn it down on low and let it do its thing. So I have all my liver nestled inside. Nestled down right inside this Dutch oven here. Now I'm going to turn that down really low. And I'm going to let my liver smother down and become even more tender. I want to make sure all my liver is covered in the gravy real nicely. I'm going to cover this now and turn it down low and let it do what it do. Church Girl is cooking smothered liver and onion. I'm going to cover that and let it cook. Here's my dinner rolls. They have to rise. They're still rising. I got them covered in saran wrap, and once they rise and double in size, I'm going to be putting these dinner rolls straight over in the oven. Cooking with Church Girl. Okay, back. Go in and check my liver and onions. They should be about ready. They're simmering down really good. Liver smothered in nice red onions and white onions. Simmering down really good. They're really ready. It's just that I'm going to let them continue to simmer. I want them to continue to simmer down a little bit more. And my rice and string beans. There's my rice. It looks good. And of course the string beans is fine. And let's check my homemade dinner rolls in the oven here. And I'm going to take a look at my dinner rolls here. They're baking off. They have to rise for 2 hours before I can bake them. I don't want to keep them out too long, but that's what they look like. Homemade Southern style dinner rolls. Once I made them, I had to let them Took them 2.5 hours to double in size. Then I put them right over in the oven. There you have it. Church Girl made living onions, string beans, a nice pot of rice. I'm going to be delivering this living onion to a special sister of mine, my extended family. Thank God for her. Keep her in your prayers. My special sweet sister and my mom, my spiritual mom, Lynn Jones and Mama Jones. That's what I made this living onion for. Especially for her and for Mama Jones. I understand she loved living onions. They were so good to me when I was sick. They came to see about me at the hospital when I didn't have nobody else to come and see about me. So, their wish is my command. Church Girl cooking living onion, string beans, and rice to take over to my extended family home, along with some homemade dinner rolls. Everything is ready now. My liver and onions, smothered in onions. Calf liver smothered in onions already. I can go ahead and turn it off. Came out really, really good. And over here is the string beans and a pot of white rice. In the oven, of course, I have my homemade dinner rolls here. They're also ready. I can go ahead and take them out. I'm going to just slather some butter right across the top of those dinner rolls. There you have it. Church Girl made onion and gravy smothered with liver smothered in onion and gravy, dinner rolls, rice, pot of white rice, and a pot of string beans. And I made this meal for a special family, my extended family, Sister Lynn Jones and Mama Jones. I found out that she loved living onions and string beans and rice. I remember when I was going through, very sick, Lynn and Mama Jones and my neighbor at the time, Miss Sharon, they took very good care of me, and I'm so grateful for that. So I found out that she loved living onion, so that's what I'm going to be delivering to her in a few minutes, along with the homemade dinner rolls, rice, and gravy. I want to encourage one another. Let's pray for one another, love on one another, encourage each other, as I said, and when someone is sick, let's try to do what we can to encourage them and go see about them if we possibly can. I'm so thankful that they came to see about me because I don't have sisters and brothers in this state, and so they became my family, and to this day I'm so grateful for Miss Sharon, Lynn, and Mama Jones, and there are others too, but those were the ones that was there pretty much every day to see about me. If Mama Jones and Lynn went walking through the door calling, then Miss Sharon was definitely there. She had keys to my house. So I thank the Lord for blessing me to put the people in my life at the right time when I really need them the most. This is Cooking with Church Girl. Gonna bid you good evening. So I get this dinner on over there to my big sister Lynn and Mama Jones. I'm gonna go ahead now and slather a little butter right on top of these dinner rolls here. When you make your dinner rolls, remember you have to let them, they have to rise. I had to let them rise for 2.5 hours to double in size. Then I baked them on 350. And there you have it. Homemade Southern style dinner rolls, living onion, rice and gravy. This is Cooking with the Church Girl. Doing it for someone else this time. God bless you. Until next time. Bye.